if you hear the name KFC, the first thing that would come into your mind should be chicken, right? Something very sweet. But this advertisement that just came out 3 months ago with about 1.7 million views and thousands of comments, and none of the comments is actually positive, we actually make you to reconsider what KFC stands for or what chicken actually mean. Okay, so I will be trying as much as possible to give you spiritual interpretation, prophetic interpretation of what it actually connotes. All right, so let's dive into the video. So this is the first scene. You can see a guy walking in the wood. This is the guy. He's looking lost. Then he found a chicken. So I would like to go back a little bit to show you something. Something is very, very important there. This. Now, you can see a chicken, a rooster, or a cock, whichever one. And here you can see numerology on the wood. Okay, what number can you see? 1 and 1. So in mathematics, what is 1 and 1? What base does that belong to? Base 2. And what is base 2? Base 2 is a programming language, is a computer language. So this is to tell us that what we're about to watch is about programming. Okay, but we do not know which type of programming. But we know that this is a spiritual form of programming because of this type of sin. Okay, let's go. Then they saw the guy looked lost. Okay, then they show the face of the rooster. This is not the eyes of a normal rooster. No, never. Nobody can ever say that this is the eyes of a rooster, which is to tell you that this type of programming that we are going to show you in this advertisement is like a zombie. It's like an horror movie. It's like occultism. So I would not want to give you interpretation now. Okay, let's keep going. The guy is still very shocked. Then the guy was distracted with what was coming from up. Then the rooster turned to a female. You know, when you have dreams, sometimes you may have a dream like you're having a conversation with your sister. Then all of a sudden, it's turned to your mom. Has it ever happened to you before? Or you're having a dream that you are at your workplace. Then all of a sudden, it was as if you are at home. So that talks about transitioning. And in the understanding of vision or dreams, that tells you that this is to talk about what is the significance of that person who was and who is currently is in that vision unto you. Does that make any sense? So that's what this is telling us. The rooster became a woman. So what does woman signifies? So you will be able to understand that at the end of this analysis. So going on, I would just like you to watch. Look at how the lady is looking at the boy. Now, again, this is the set. See number 11 again. Number 11 again. Look at the way they both stand. They look like 11. This is actually still telling us that this is a code. This is a spiritual code. This is a spiritual atmosphere. Apparently, you would have thought that this is just a normal chicken advertisement, but unfortunately, it is not just about chicken. All right, let's keep going. Then you start to see people coming on, some descending from the wood, some coming out of the tree, telling you what the congregation of those who are making the code. You know, we've talked about coding. No, now these people are making computer programming, like a programming, right? So they came into the scene, and you will see what they will do. Okay, many developers are coming together. Okay, see that? Developers, right? They came together, hold themselves, and immediately what happened? They levitated. Now, spiritually, let's even talk about physics. Before you can break the law of gravity, you must put into place a principle or a law that is beyond gravity. And that is why an aeroplane can actually fly even faster than train, faster than things on the land, faster than things that are under the law of gravity. So before they could actually come together to fix this, it shows that they have some energy. They have some spiritual rigor. They have some spiritual authority in that area to actually cause people in their midst to actually levitate. So this actually illustrates that there's an energy among them that could actually overcome whatsoever energy that operates in that environment. And you know that we've seen threes with 11, or I said not 11, 1 1. So talks about base 2 coding. So let's move further. So they looked on him. So this talks about the scripture as well, and that's why some people would say this is blasphemous. When I'm lifted up, I will draw men unto myself. And they look unto him, and their face were not ashamed. Okay, let's keep going. So immediately they ran away. Why would they gather together, exhort him, and leave him? So this will bring me back to the beginning of the advert. We saw a rooster, and in Christian faith, when you see a rooster, I think the first place the word rooster was used in the scripture could be about Peter, how he's going to deny Jesus. So this actually talks about denying faith. And if you look at the title of the video as well, is All Hail Gravy. I think what we would have always been hearing is All Hail the Queen, All Hail the King. But this is actually gravy. This tells us that gravy here is not something that you just used to eat. It's not just something like a soup. It is something that is like a god. It is something that is to be worshipped. Then this brings us to what this actually connotes, that the setting where you see them running away from the scene is not just normal. It's not just normal. So let's keep playing. So remaining the lady and the girl, the lady and the boy. Then have a look. Birds are flying away from the wood, and you can see something golden coming out. Let's keep playing. See the way those guys move. That's very, very weird. It's like when Michael Jackson is on the stage and trying to break. Could there be a relationship about occultism and dance moves? I'm not saying that. Okay, let's keep going. Then you see this golden egg. So this is the message of this point. Golden egg, and they all lifted it up. So they've exalted this. This is like you are exalting something. This tells us that this is not just normal. You've seen this color before, gold. Talking about the golden calf. Now, let's go back to the beginning of the story. A stranger in a forest, lost, right? Got initiated and levitated, right? And then we saw a golden egg. Does that make any sense to you? Talking about the golden calf. This is still telling us the story. We saw the rooster with that crazy eye. We saw the number telling us the setting where they are working, and then we saw people lifting the golden egg. So let's keep the egg has fallen again. They picked it up. Falling again. So that place actually tells us about the story of the people of Israel when they were in the land of Egypt. They were working laboriously, but they must keep working. They must keep working. They must keep working. And this scene also tells us that the generation at which they are trying to indoctrinate into this occultic group is not just about young ones, but old adults. See? Gray hair, gray hair. Okay? This lady is running. See something? Really? Do you know I've seen that before in my dream? That you flew, but you are not landing immediately. You are landing as if you are floating. These guys are still working on this egg. So I want you to look at the shapes you can see here, because shapes are spiritual. Okay? Shapes are what? Are spiritual. See the wood. See the shapes it's formed. Here, see the shapes it's formed. The shapes it's formed. And everything, the shape it forms. Okay? This is the bigger picture of what it forms. Okay, let's keep watching. They are still struggling. Now, here is very important. So the lady and the guy came through the egg. I'll be quicker with this. The guy is still very lost. Keep watching. Still very, very lost. Then they show us another scene, a river, okay, with steam. And you can see people fetching from it back to the headline, all ale gravy. So this is a river of gravy. And see the way he carried the guy? That is weird. Weird, mate. No, she's entering into the gravy, hot gravy. Nothing is happening to her. The guy is still in shock. Now, this is a very, very significant scene. What's happening here? It looks like baptism. So they want to indoctrinate this guy into this occultic group. Wow. He has been immersed. So this guy is still breathing at this point. Right? Immediately he stopped. The guy became a fried chicken. See the way they are dancing. Crazy. This is weird. So, believe in chicken. What I always hear is believe in God, or believe in Jesus, or believe in me. Believe in what? Believe in chicken? So this tells us that KFC is I won't say that. It's not a clean organization. Some would say, is it that the advertisement company made this and KFC is not aware? I think that is wrong. That is not possible. KFC is telling us the process at which they are making their chicken. It is not by human. It is not just about chicken. It is about demonic offerings. So you may actually be working in KFC kitchen, but there are actually some spiritual chefs that are actually dishing out these things. It is weird. So if you see this, would you want to eat from KFC? Because that is what ads is expected to be about. Just write it in the comment section. What do you think about this? Or is it me that I'm just trying to see it being weird? Or does it not look like they are trying to bring people into the occultic group where they belong, and that the chicken you're actually eating is not a chicken? It is actually human that turn to that fried chicken when they become immersed in gravy. This is my submission, that not only KFC is doing this. KFC has just come into limelight to let us know that this is not normal. An organization may be able to tell you their success story without telling you their spiritual story. And that is why we must be careful of where we go and where we eat. My name is Isaiah Oshati. Try to follow, like, and share this video to your friends. I'm Isaiah. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.